Today, the Heavenly Palace is going to expose the International Space Station. The Heavenly Palace, in case you don't know, is the name of China's so-called space station. So let's entertain these pantomime stars. Cue the quirky music, the blow-up balloon globe, and apparently space haircuts done with vacuum clippers. Wonderful! And I'll just stop tapping me toe there just for a minute. The vacuum cleaner device is used to suck up discarded hair strands. Otherwise, they could bring potential safety risks to the space station's hardware. Which of course makes sense until we go here. Bear with me. And this is where the Heavenly Palace drowns the reputation of the International Space Station. Remember, China were paranoid about tiny hairs destroying their hardware on their space station. Then we come over to NASA and look. Who in their right mind would throw water around in an electrical environment? Particularly given the fact China were paranoid about tiny hairs. These clowns cannot keep their stories straight. We know they lie soon as they open their mouths because they tell us the globe is where we reside, where we find ourselves. Of course, the globe's scientifically impossible. But you've only got to compare their own claims and their own techniques. They still haven't got their act together. It's mockery at this point in time. If China were paranoid about a tiny hair potentially destroying their hardware, then America would never ever entertain this silly charade on their space station. Never. Who in their right mind would? But of course, no one's on a space station orbiting a globe Earth. It's all a silly charade. As many of you know, they use various different techniques. And one of them is augmented reality, where they interact with things that aren't actually there. They do that to fool gullible individuals into thinking these clowns are in a weightless environment. Space. But when we compare the claims of China and NASA, you see the obvious problem. No one in their right mind would throw water around in an electrical environment. The water's purely there to get you to believe in a silly, scientifically impossible weightless environment which was so-called created by a space station doing ludicrous speeds around a scientifically impossible globe.